So, Tyler, I've been thinking a lot about this idea lately, right? It's Sunday, and you know the chatbot. It still remembers what you told it, like last Thursday. And somewhere in some deal memo that, let's be honest, no one really showed you, that whole conversation, it's already been priced, like done deal. What if the big fight everyone's watching, the one with all the headlines, actually ended weeks ago? And the only people who don't know it yet are us, the ones still glued to the screen watching it play out?
Oh, Mara, you hit it. You absolutely hit it. It's two clocks, right? That's the whole game. You got two clocks running at totally different speeds, and one of them is being broadcast for everybody, right? Like on the Jumbotron. And the other one, this is the part that really just gets under my skin. The other one is on a screen nobody in the stadium is even looking at. I mean, the scoreboard, it's in the press box. It's telling you the play's over. And the crowd, they're still on their feet, still cheering like the snap from 3 plays ago. It's wild, Amara. It's just wild.
Wow. I mean, that's such a vivid image. It really drives it home. But, okay, so if that's the case, if there's this secret scoreboard, when did that clock actually switch? When did it, officially start telling a different story than what we're all seeing on the main broadcast?
Oh, the switch? The switch was anthropic, Amara. Absolutely. The minute that settlement existed, that template, right? Every single general counsel in the entire litigation pipeline, they suddenly had a number. They had a number they could do math against, like a real tangible figure. AI business, they covered it way back in February, you know? The variable, it just changed. The settlement, it basically reset the whole optimization function for every plaintiff firm out there. They're doing the math, deciding, do we push for trial or do we just close? That was it. That was the moment, you know? The game changed right there.
And it feels like the rhetoric, though, it's still so intense, right? Like in January, Judge Stein affirms that order, forcing 20 million ChatGPT conversations into discovery in the OpenAI multi-district litigation. I remember Bloomberg Law on January 5th, then National Law Review the next morning. The war rhetoric, it just intensified. And yet, Tyler, the price on Kalshi, it dropped anyway. Like, how does that even make sense if the war is escalating?
Because the folks who actually got to pay the bill, Amara, they're reading a totally different scoreboard. Listen, Dotdash Meredith, they came right out and disclosed $16 million a year from just one OpenAI license. Hollywood Reporter, February last year. Then News Corp. Then you got Vogue, New Yorker, Time, Atlantic, Axel Springer, Financial Times, Vox Media. That is a deal flow, Amara. That is not a war. That's a trade deadline running underneath a bench-clearing brawl. And all the cameras, they're just focused on the brawl. You know what I mean? It's all about the show.
So, okay, if it's a trade deadline happening under a brawl, and the cameras are on the brawl, what does that mean for an actual person's week? A teenager, for example. Common Sense Media says 72% of teens use AI companion chatbots. That teenager is making a consumption decision inside an environment she's been told is under construction. But she's not on the construction crew. The building she'll eventually live in is being framed without her. And the press release she's reading, it's about whether to even break ground on a totally different building, right?
Oh, absolutely. And the people who should be reading the blueprints, Amara, the ones who'd normally say, wait a second, what is this room really for? Those people, they're watching the press conference about the other building. That's the mechanism. That's the whole mechanism right there. You don't gotta corrupt anyone. You don't gotta silence anyone. You just gotta put the broadcast on the wrong field. And that's exactly what's happening. Even with all these calls for regulation, the administrative clock, Amara, it's benched. They didn't pull it. They didn't run it down. They just sat it on the bench and walked away from the booth.
Benched. I like that. So, in the absence of that administrative clock, what does run then? Because something's got to be moving, right?
Oh, Mara, everything else runs. The settlement clock, that's running. The doctrinal clock, that's definitely running. Article 3 judges, they just keep ruling. Capital, it keeps pricing deals. Deals just keep on closing. The game is absolutely being played. The clock that was supposed to govern it, it's just sitting there next to the Gatorade, you know? And the Kalshi market, it's pricing that observation directly. Like the contract on further executive order action, WHAIEO, it's at 42 cents, below probable, Amara. Capital has already priced the administrative drift. They're not predicting it, they're observing it. Listen to Net Choice, Louisiana, February 12th. Judge DeGraveles strikes Act 456, age verification on social media. First Amendment struck down. Virginia, February 27th. Judge Giles enjoins Senate Bill 854, the 1 hour per day under 16 rule, struck down. 4 jurisdictions, same doctrine.
And the Kalshi contract on a federal screen ban for minors, Fed Screen, sits at just 12 cents. Wow.
12 cents, Amara. 12 cents! That's the market saying the entire bipartisan press release stack, Kids Off Social Media Act, Stop the Scroll Act, every single release Senator Britt and Senator Schatz and Senator Fetterman have put out, 12 cents on it landing. And the parent reading that press release, they're being told this is happening. The price says it is not. The doctrine says it cannot. And the kid using the chatbot is on a different field entirely. And here's where it gets, Amara, here is where it gets absolutely serious. Every month this gap holds, that licensing floor, it just rises. Every net choice ruling narrows the doctrinal ground a state can even stand on. The consumption pattern, Amara, it just compounds. 72% teen adoption on AI companions, 4.8 hours a day on social media, 30% of high schoolers on chronic sadness baseline, 43% for teen girls. These are CDC and common sense numbers, not opinion.
What's becoming irreversible, Amara, is this. The data generated by those kids, right? The ones waiting for regulation that capital already knows isn't coming. That data, it's going to train the next generation of recommender and companion systems, and they'll be deployed to the next cohort who'll be told the same thing about the regulation. You know? By the time the public narrative, finally catches up to what the order book is already pricing, this consumption pattern, it'll have trained 2 more generations of systems on an unregulated information field. The mechanism, Amara, it ain't malice. It's just data accumulation in the absence of legal containment. And that data, it's training the very systems consumed by the people waiting for that containment. The Mississippi Fifth Circuit ruling, that'll tell you which way this goes even faster. The OpenAI summary judgment cutoffs are already passed in one parallel matter, April 2nd of this year, Amara. The fork, it's closing. That point of irreversibility on the consumption side, it's somewhere in 2027 if the adoption curve holds. And it's definitely holding.
So, Amara, what the listener now holds is 2 scoreboards, the one being broadcast and the one being priced. They have a way to check the second one. They have a number to watch. Here's that number, NYT-AI on Kalshi. It sits at 68 cents today. The session report's entry trigger is 58. If that contract breaches 60 cents in the next session window, before the next major ruling in the OpenAI multi-district litigation, and the press coverage of the lawsuit does not cool with it, you'll be looking at the moment the licensing architecture has finished resolving the question the public still thinks is being argued. If it breaches and the rhetoric softens, the broadcast and the scoreboard will converge, and you'll know that the people running the broadcast finally checked the scoreboard. If it drifts higher in the absence of new discovery, the litigation expectation parity returns, and the gap was a moment, not a structure. 3 signals, 1 number. You can check it. And when you check it, you'll know what you're looking at. The deal is being negotiated under the noise. Watch the scoreboard.
Absolutely, Amara, because knowing which clock to watch and which scoreboard to trust, that's not just insight, that's empowerment. You're no longer just watching the brawl. You're seeing the trade deadline underneath it all. You're an informed observer, and that's the ultimate game changer.
Precisely, Tyler. In a world of staged narratives, having that true scoreboard, that unvarnished truth at your fingertips,
is powerful. It transforms you from a passive audience member into an active participant in understanding how the future is truly being built.
So keep those eyes open, folks. Keep watching those numbers. While some cheer for plays long past, you'll be ahead of the game every time. Thanks for tuning in.